Alright, so hello everyone. Today we are going to extend our discussion of designing our custom allocator, which will basically be, which will be comprised of a contiguous big block of memory, and we'll be extracting different chunks of memory from there to create our own tensor. So this was actually the last time what we did was, if I check here, so we're able to create a tensor, create another tensor, do manual operation, and we've also done this for MHA. MHA is actually our struct for multi-head attention, and let me just quickly go ahead and show you as well. So if I come here, yeah, so this is basically our MHA multi-head attention structure, and it has number of heads, something we need in our multi-head for pass, and we have DK, and DK is something that is embedding dimension divided by number of heads. That will give us the head dimension of a single head, and then we have some weights associated with our backward pass, which will be like optimizing after each epoch, updating these um, um, tensors, and these are actually query keys and value projections, and this is our tensor output. And likewise, we have the gradients of these activations as well. So our task is to design a memory arena and get chunks of spaces from there for each tensor, and not do the malloc operations again and again in order to avoid the memory fragmentation and segmentation fault errors, some ghost errors associated with malloc functions. So let's just see what we have. So first of all, we're gonna check the branch, and we are in arena. That's right. Pull up the file arena.c and check what we did. So we were able to create this MHA create new, and apparently it looks like it's good. Everything's good. And let me just go ahead and see that as well. What do we have here? MHA create new, and inside new we have something like this. So we're passing the arena, we're taking the head, sequence length, and embedding dimension, and then we're allocating space. That's right. Dimension is 2. We designed the shape for tokens and weights. That's right. And then we're using this function called tensor create weights new. This is fine. This is fine. This is also fine. Tensor create weight new, because we're just randomly grabbing the chunk of memory from arena, and we're passing the arena each time. And then what this create weights function does is basically um, it just updates the offset as well in order to get the last pointer of the last byte inside our arena. And then we have this, and then for heads, actually we're not using this tensor method. We're not, like, by default updating the offset, and that's why we have updated it over here. Size of the integer, we know that heads are integers of 4 bytes, and we're taking the size of integer depending upon your compiler, and this is for DK as well. So let's just quickly verify this as well. um Apparently it looks fine, but let's just verify this as well. All right, so uh, mm, uh, mm, Right, so uh, this looks fine, and let's just go ahead and um, okay. Okay, so I think something is wrong with our memory allocator, and we're not actually correctly extracting the memory chunks from our arena. So what we need to do is we need to check everything. So arena.c, and we have a method called arena log, and it only returns the null pointer to the last byte. Okay, fine. So what do we have here? Create new, and let's just change this to something um, mm, I think yeah, size of integer. Yeah, this is fine. Arena log, shape of weights, shape of weights. And mm, let's remove these and let's see if this works. Create new. Has it created anything? Something is wrong. We're receiving 10 of warnings, but these are not relevant files from which we're receiving. So this is from ffn.c, and we need to somehow not include this file for now, at least, right? In order to get the actual errors attention to sensor create weights, it should be new. Yeah. 83. Oh yeah. What is this? Is it like new? Ooh, no. I'm gonna say create. Uh, wait. Did you mean tensor create new? Nope. Okay, let's ignore these warnings. Shape. Invalid initializer. Invalid initializer. Okay, so if we check tensor. Okay. This might be an issue since we are not actually defining any shape, it's just the allocation. So if we go like what shape 0 padding dimension, and same for 1 because it's for shape, and tokens would be tokens. 0 would be cyclin, and 1 I think we've gotten rid of that issue. No, it's already there. Or is it shape of tokens, invalid initializer? Okay. Okay. Create new. Okay, so you're very close architecturally, but this course has one critical memory mistake plus one conceptual mistake. Okay, this is completely wrong. Okay, what is wrong? Why it's wrong? Shape of weights is a stack array. You cannot assign a point. Oh, really? Oh man, can I do something like this? Yeah. Oh man, it's a terrible mistake. Can I check from here? Create new. Let's quickly check. Can we do something like this? For example, vim t.c, and I think I need to brush up my C skills. Stdio.h and stt int main malloc 2 into size of teacher, and let's say um array 0 equals 1, array 1 equals 2. Yeah, this will take these values 2 I plus plus printf percentage d perfect. Perfect. So I think we can do this. I think we can do this. So uh, create new. Okay. So we have created a pointer, and then we've used arena lock method, and we have, you know, you know, initiated an array on heap for weights and for tokens, and then we are populating it over here. And let's quickly verify if this thing is correct. Version. Yeah, right. We're fine now. We're perfect now. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Important design fix. Mm, okay. So what mistake are we making here? So accidentally or mistakenly, what we're doing actually, we were assigning a pointer to some area at the stack, which is fundamentally wrong, right? So we've just fixed it, and this actually fixes 70% of our entire function. But I'm still curious about one thing. Why aren't we doing this? Like, yeah. So this we're actually doing this for a number of heads for DK for a head dimension. We're actually doing this at here when we're just allocating space for this MHA. So it automatically takes all the parameters of this MHA and calculates the size in bytes, and then returns us a chunk of memory, right? So I think this fixes our fundamental issue with the function, and um, let's just MHA create new. Dimension is this, shape is this. We've assigned the shape, and then we've created new tensors, and then for this we were doing the same thing. And I think this resolves our problem. This actually solves our problem. One more quick check. Yeah. So verify this LLM. Right. Yeah, this version is now mostly correct. And no, design issue, we'll look into these later. We're not going to mess with design issues. We will be doing this, we'll be accomplishing this like a learner, not a professional, right? Okay, let's see what's wrong with our arena now. We have created arena. Let's see if things work now. Okay, arena log issue is resolved first of all, and then conflicting types for tensor create. We have tensor.c, tensor create weights. Conflicting types for tensor create weights have tensor pointer. Tensor create weights. Weights new. Arena log, and then total, and then arena log. That's perfect. This is just fine. Ooh, we're using some malloc here. We'll fix this later. We should not use any malloc over here. And this might be not correct as well, but we need to fix this function as well. Okay, so for now, our issue is this one. Conflicting type for tensor create weights. What is this problem, man? Okay, so what do we search? Okay, conflicting types for tensor create weights. You define tensor create weights, but earlier comparison tensor create weights. Okay. But earlier comparison without knowing its signature. Tensor create weights. Because you do not declare the functions for using it. Function prototype in header. Okay. might have modified that exact name. Yeah, it is there, but it was not in the header file. Tensor checking, exploding. Okay. Yeah. So you're using somewhere is exploding and tensor check. So what does this do? Let's just resolve this issue once and for all. Is exploding. It takes tensor, yeah, and it turns boolean. Is exploding, and what is the okay, so let's define it over here. Tensor.h bool is exploding. It takes tensor, and what else? Tensor. It's not here. Tensor check. See it here. Huh. Std bool. Maybe. Okay, let's just see this one first. Std bool. Do you have std bool? Yeah. No, we don't have it here. Bool is not defined. Did you forget to include std bool? No, I haven't. Oh man, undefined reference. The hell, I just defined these. Tensor.c. This exploding is not here, I guess. Let's make one more time. I'm doing all these efforts to make this work, and let's see if it works now. Oh god. Tensor.c, line number 25, so I think it's capital T. Oh, something worked. Lowest space. Oh my god. So I need to empty the trash. And I need to delete some data from my disk because it's complaining. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's delete all these videos. Yep. Delete them all. Come on, man, just open up. I just hate when things are slow. Okay, I don't need to. Alright, so something appeared on the terminal, and let's see what our file was. Arena C. It's printing the head, and it should also print the size of this. Am I stopping it somewhere? Tensor size this. Um, size is 1. How come? Size can't be 1. Is this function doing well? Tensor size, shape. Ooh, what is this? Endim -1. Okay. Ah, yeah. Boom! That was the problem there. That was the problem there. If I check now. Uh, Boom! 1024. And what is like 1 6? No. WK is actually, yeah, so Python 3 32 cross 32, yeah, 1024, that's correct. That's correct size. So apparently our function is working, and it's just working fine. And okay, so let's make a little problem here. In case if I just want to add, I just want to see, because I have created two functions, two shame functions in both these structures, and define two headers with same two functions, right? And I just want to see if I add both these headers, what will happen. Just a quick test. And I'm just gonna run this and see. Multiple definition. Yep, that was actually the problem I was looking for. So multiple definitions won't work, and I just need to remove, in case if I remove this one, yeah, I need to remove this one. Okay. Yeah, so similarly, if we just check some other activations, and let's see, WK, WV size, and K and V. W, WK, WV size, and WK and WV, and KV, and KV. Perfect. Everything's working fine. In case I check, it might have not declared them yet, but let's check them. Q size. Um, Q. Yeah, it's working. I check the size of this. Yeah, so Python 3 32 is, yes, that's right. That's right. So everything seems to work fine till now, and I will see you in the next video where we will be actually creating this memory pool for our feed-forward neural network and tensors and its own activations, and I'll see you there.